on this week's broadcast.
So for this week, we are going to start off with sports, where Hudson will be interviewing coaches about the new field.
Hey Bucks, if you haven't noticed, we switched the field from grass to turf. Let's go see the reasons behind it. So I'm here with Coach Gomez, and I'm going to be asking him a couple questions about the new turf field that we got. So Coach, why did they switch the field from grass to turf?
Yeah, I really don't know too much about that, but what I do know is that the two fields that we have up at the high school are turf. I know the one at LTMS is turf, and we're always trying to be in alignment with what they're doing up there, and to finally get our turf, I think it's obviously it's fun. It's fun for coaches, and it's fun for the kids too. So it's a good time.
What are the advantages of having turf over grass?
The one that sticks out to me right off the bat is definitely as far as when it rains and stuff like that. I know a couple times we had some rain last season, and it was muddy all over the place, and it kind of affected the way we practiced, the following week and stuff like that. And now with this turf, it's absolutely awesome. It was actually drizzling earlier today, and right now we're on it, and it's like nothing ever happened. So it's definitely been good.
Which one do you like better, turf or grass, and why?
I think different people have different opinions. My opinion probably would be turf. I would go with turf. I enjoy the turf. I think it's a nicer look to the field and stuff like that. And when rain comes down, it doesn't mess up the field, doesn't mess up the numbers and stuff like that. So I would definitely have to go with turf.
Wow, Hudson, the coaches had a pretty good response and are excited to use the new fields.
Who's excited for the 3-day break and especially Easter? Because I know I am. Let's go over to cooking to watch Soraya and Allie dye some eggs.
That turned out pretty good.
The year is ending, and sadly, the 8th graders will be leaving. It has been a long journey, but we are excited to go to high school. Let's go over to Street Talk to see how students thought about their 8th grade year and what they're looking forward to in high school.
Hey Bucks, so this week on Street Talk, we're going to be asking 8th graders what they're looking forward to about high school.
And what they miss about middle school. In high school, I'm looking forward to making new friends.
I think in middle school, I'm gonna miss my teachers and my classes, how short they are, and I'm also gonna miss theater. Looking forward to different people, different new people I can meet. Also, a bunch of all their other extra classes that we can take.
I enjoyed the sports season, and also I'm looking forward to the baseball season next year.
I enjoyed getting to play sports. Yeah.
I enjoyed my friends.
I'm gonna miss seeing my sister every day, and I'm looking forward to playing softball and seeing all my friends from Lake Travis.
It seemed like many people are excited for high school, but the worst thing, in my opinion, that we do in middle school and high school is STAR. Let's go over to Trending to see what people think about the STAR test.
Hey Bucks, and welcome back to Trending. Since STAR is coming up and some grades have already completed it, we'll be giving pros, cons, and conducting interviews on what students think about the STAR test. What do you think about STAR testing?
I think it's really boring and you have nothing to do,
So what do you think about STAR testing?
I don't like it because I usually finish early, so then I just have to sit there for the rest of the time, and it's really boring.
What do you think about STAR testing?
I like it because you get to see where you're at in school.
What do you think about STAR testing?
I like STAR testing because after you get to read a book and you get a color, which is fun, and you just sit there and chill.
Wow, those were some mixed emotions about the STAR test. Hopping on to another subject, have you ever sat on your bed watching TV and picked up the remote and thought nothing else of the name? Did you know that some people call it a clicker? Let's go to Word of the Week to see if people call it a remote or a clicker.
Welcome back to Word of the Week. I'm Elaine. And I'm Katie. This week we're putting a long-going broadcast war to an end.
Katie, I don't think I know what war you're talking about.
Oh, right. Let me give you some background history.
It all started one day in Mr. Beatty's class when Katie and I were brainstorming an idea for Word of the Week.
We had a few ideas, but they weren't that fun or special. Then our good friends from cooking, Allie and Soraya, gave us an idea.
Basically, we were going to have students pronounce some words that people usually say differently.
Elaine and I were coming up with a list of words when we came upon something that blew our minds.
We learned that our very own Hudson Gardner and Olivia Gibbons told us that they called this device a clicker.
When we obtained this information, we were a little confused.
No, not a little confused. We were very confused.
Yes, we were. So we asked around and we were split half and half. Half the class said clicker.
And the other half said remote. This led to a giant fight, a fight that is still happening to this day.
So to solve this war, we asked Mr. Norris to be the tiebreaker.
But first, we asked a few students if they were on Team Clicker or Team Remote.
Okay, what do you call this?
A remote.
A remote?
A remote. What do you call this?
A remote?
A remote.
That there's a clicker.
Okay, we're gonna go find Mr. Norris. Onward. Mr. Norris.
Oh, hi, Katie.
What do you call this picture?
That's a remote control.
Yes.
Okay.
Team Remote wins.
Yes.
Hear that, Hudson?
I'm pretty sad that remote won because I thought it was a clicker.
I'm hoping everyone has a good Easter and 3-day weekend.
Bye, Bucks. See you next week.